If you're a homeowner, you probably know how electrical DIYs can be tricky and super expensive. But which electrical DIYs can you actually pull off safely? And how do you figure out the ones that require professional help? Here are some electrical DIY tasks you can do at home and 5 that require a pro. What electrical DIY tasks can you do at home? Even though there isn't a lot of electrical DIY you can do at home without the need for a licensed electrician, here are a few you might be able to pull off. Number 1. Changing light bulbs. If you're thinking about making a switch to more energy-efficient light bulbs, you're on the right track. Technology is evolving every day, and one of its most useful inventions is energy-efficient appliances. Energy-saving light bulbs can save you a ton of money on your monthly utility costs and are definitely better for the environment than regular light bulbs. The best thing about such appliances is that they are fairly easy to use and can be installed easily too. All you need to do is make sure that the power source is off. After this, wait around 10 minutes to ensure that the bulb is cool enough for you to touch. Remember to use a ladder to remove the old light bulb first. Then you can insert the energy-efficient replacement bulb and switch on the power to check if your new light bulb is working. Number 2. Labeling the circuit board. Labeling the circuit board can be one of the most helpful electrical DIY tasks you can do at home. But before you go off working on that circuit board, it's important to do a little research. Even though circuit boards aren't necessarily sensitive or dangerous areas if you're working carefully, it's a good idea to find out which switch is connected to each room in your house. An easy way to do this is first take a reference photo of your current labels. Then you can get replacement labels from the hardware store and use the pre-numbered switches to add new titles to each switch. If you don't have any current labels, you can work around the switches to see which areas of the house they control. When you're labeling them, remember to stick to generic terms such as right bathroom upstairs instead of personalized terms so that it's easier for an electrician to work on your board if a problem occurs. Number 3. Upgrading the light switch faceplates. Another easy DIY you can pull off at home is upgrading the light switch faceplates. If you want to add a fancy touch to your house with some new faceplates, an easy way to do that is to go to the hardware store and buy some new faceplates. After this, all you need to do is screw them in. Be a little careful when you're doing this though, and always remember to wear protective gear in case an accident happens. But it's a fairly easy job, and the best thing that you'll be able to do is to choose exactly the kind of faceplates you want. Number 4. Baby-proofing electrical outlets. If you're an expectant parent or a parent with very young children, you probably already know all about baby-proofing. Dealing with inquisitive young minds that just want to stick random things in random places is really scary. So you need to baby-proof all kinds of electrical outlets. The good thing is that you don't need professional help for this. Baby-proofing electrical outlets is basically a no-brainer. All you need to do is get the plastic outlet cover from the supermarket. If you don't feel like going to the market, you'll be happy to know that these covers can be bought online. Number 5. Adding chimes to the doorbell. If you want to change the sound your doorbell makes, consider adding chimes to your existing doorbell system. This is something you can do at home easily, and you won't even require professional assistance for it. It's also quite safe to do since the whole thing is a low-voltage project that doesn't require extensive experience in the electrical fissures. And in the end, you'll have a doorbell that makes exactly the sound you want. Which electrical projects need professional assistance? As you can probably tell by now, there are tons of things you can do in your home without the need to hire a contractor. But it's important to remember that some electrical projects are different. DIYing serious electrical projects can be extremely hazardous, and if you're lucky, you won't burn the house down, and if you're unlucky, you could suffer some serious injuries. So if you don't want to be electrocuted, stay away from the following electrical projects. Number 1. Fiddling with dedicated circuits. If you don't already know, dedicated circuits are an extremely important electrical component for your home. This is because they have a very important job. These circuits prevent your appliances from drawing too much electrical current. If they weren't there, your fuses would probably blow from the excess current. So to make sure your wiring does not overheat, you need dedicated circuits working around the clock. These circuits prevent electrical fires and also save you a ton of money on your monthly utility bill. So it's best if you don't run the risk of blowing your appliances and ask for professional help if you ever face problems with your dedicated circuits. 2. Sorting out wiring. Some people think they can DIY their way through electrical wiring, but that's a complete lie. It's possible to learn about electrical wiring, and you can even get better at managing it over time. But if you're a new electrical DIYer, it's not a good idea to involve yourself with complicated wires. The only way you can make electrical wires easy is when you have a certified electrician doing it. Trying to DIY this task will probably lead to a dangerous electrical fire. Just trust an electrician to do the job if you ever have a problem with your wires. These guys study various electrical codes for years and also pass various exams in order to ensure that they can wire your home safely. 3. Installing fixtures at home. home. If you're an ambitious electrical DIYer who thinks that installing a new light or electrical fixture isn't that difficult, you're probably right. It's not that hard, but only for licensed electricians. But if you're new to the world of circuits and you attempt to DIY it, even a single mistake can cost you the price of a new fixture. Not just this, your personal health and safety are also at risk when you're fiddling with fixtures. If the fixture sparks and sets an electrical fire, you'll probably have to call an ambulance, the fire brigade, and an electrician to fix the mess. So save yourself the time and trouble and call an electrician to do the job instead of just trying your luck with it. But electrical repairs and installations can be expensive, so if you don't have the money to get an electrician to do the job, you can do a little bit of research and try to understand the problem you're facing. And if it's a low voltage project, you might be able to do it yourself, although it's highly recommended that you get a professional to do the job for you. Number 4. Avoid code corrections in appliance installations. If you love electrical DIY, you should probably do some research on code corrections, because all of your attempts at DIY electrical work will only lead to one thing: electrical code violations. If you live in America, each state in the country is subject to its own legislature regarding electrical violations. This is done for your safety and the safety of those staying around you. Also, it's important that your household electricity must meet the standards set out by the authorities in the electrical code compliance according to the National Electric Code. So if you have any electrical work lying around at home waiting to be done, you need to run it through the National Electric Code first. If you're not licensed to do it, it's better to call a professional to do the job for you. For example, if you want to install a fan or any other appliance, get a licensed electrician to do the job. Number 5. Working with your electrical panel. Never mess with your electrical panel. Even if you want to try some DIY tricks on it, resist the urge and just call a professional if things seem to be going wrong with it. It is good to know where and how to shut the panel off in case of an emergency, but do not try to fix your electrical panel. This panel is basically the source of all electrical power used in your home, and fiddling with it can cause massive damage. This is because you'll be dealing with unstable power surges and electrical fires if you aren't careful with the panel. Just contact a licensed electrician to handle it for you. If you're already an electrician running your own business or just about to start and grow your own electrical business, you must learn the 4 critical things electrical business owners wish they had learned before starting an electrical business so you don't make the same mistakes. Electrician Accelerator have put together a free training video that you can watch right now that will show you exactly how to start, grow, and build your electrical business the right way so you can consistently guarantee profitable work, free up your time, all whilst reducing stress levels and allowing you to have a sustainable and more profitable business that works for you. In this free training video, you will also learn how to generate a steady stream of jobs on demand and with predictability month after month in your local area and without relying on word of mouth and referrals, how to stop competing on price with other electricians and escape your competition, how to convert at least 90% of your quotes and estimates into sales, and how to command premium prices and attract high-quality customers that will be happy to pay more. Click on the link in the description below the video. And with that, we'll end this video. Remember to like and comment, and we'll see you next time.